Hello. What's good? What's good? Welcome back. You already know what time it is. It's just Cash. Hello.
Subby,
Welcome. What's going on, man? Joined by Underrated. What's good, dude? How you doing?
chilling, doing good. Things we've been looking at in college has been pretty nice. There's just been a couple stinkers that just mess up all the big parlays or the little alts we've had. We've been really close to sweeps. We have good beginnings of the day, and then a couple guys just fall off at the end of the night. Pretty stinky. But 2-1 last night on these props. Can't complain about that. Very close to an amazing night yesterday and the day before. I think we're right around the corner to getting that sweep. I want to believe Friday and Saturday will be those days. Today, there's not much. Today, I guess a couple college games to look at. Unrivaled tomorrow. So let's get into it, dude.
Yeah, let's hop into it. If you guys could do us a huge favor, if you haven't already, make sure and hit that like button down below. Help us fight the algorithms, get back in the swing of it. And if you're not subscribed, hit that button, turn on the notifications, and make sure you check out our Discord. Still running 7-day free trial down in the description below. So make sure you guys check that out. Come in, be a part of the community, and come win some cash.
Yay!
All right. So let's talk about today. We're just going to keep it pretty light and chill. We're going to glance over the slate for tonight. I mean, really, we just have 2 games worth of stuff to bet on. We'll look a little bit at tomorrow as well. Sorry, I thought I heard something. We'll look at tomorrow's slate as well, but now moving forward, our main schedule is really going to look like Saturday will be by far our busiest day. Following Tuesday throughout the week, that'll be the next busiest day. Wednesdays are kind of back and forth. We'll still get a pretty mid-sized slate, and then Thursday and Friday is pretty much reserved for mostly women's basketball. So at least on Friday, we'll have Unrivaled and then whatever sprinkle of a college, men's college basketball to have on the slate. But I'm sure tomorrow we'll start getting stuff for Saturday already. With this late size, they got to put some lines up a little bit earlier. So we'll take a look at all that heading into the weekend as we go. But for today, we're going to keep it pretty light. So if you guys got any comments, questions, make sure and throw them down below. We'll check out any plays you guys got, and we'll go from there. So let's look at today. We really only had, like I said, 2 games worth of stuff. That was going to be Wisconsin traveling out to Penn State, and then we have South Florida heading out to UAB. Now, some pros, all 4 of these teams, fast as all get out. All of them playing at a top pace, really, especially the South Florida UAB. That is an actual just track meet. 168.5 total is pretty impressive. But Wisconsin and Penn State also really fast teams, pretty bad on defense, at least on Penn State side of things. 160.5 total makes sense there. So a couple plays. I think let's take a look at the Florida game, or South Florida at UAB. Really, there was only one player that honestly stood out for me as far as a strong consideration. That's going to be Jacob Myers. And for this game, obvious reasons, mid-level teams, they didn't really give us much to work with. So it's mostly just point props across the board today. But if we're digging for some plays, trying to find the hidden gem, this is one that kind of stood out for me, or mostly stood out for me. The matchup, they've really allowed a high volume to mostly 3-point shooting guards, but anybody who can also get to the free throw line. And a lot of these more recent games, they've actually played some pretty good opponents. So, not to say they've also had a cake schedule, but any of these more realistic teams that see minutes and see a close game, their guards have had a really tremendous amount of success. So there's a few outliers in here, just kind of taking a look at his minutes that follow along with the production. This team has definitely spanked a lot of teams so far this season. First game of the year, beat them by almost 50, or was that actually 51 points. Another almost 50, whatever game. So didn't play the minutes here in these 2. This was also one of his only foul games of the season, I noticed. And then he got hurt here in this game where he only played 8 minutes. And then another foul game here. So only real, two foul games is just unfortunate. He had 3 fouls in the first half, and basically ended up having to sit a lot of the game. But the injury game makes sense, and then the 2 blowouts, not surprised there. But any of the other competitive games, he's played at least 27 minutes on the season so far. And then taking a look at those metrics, looks a little bit better here, averaging about 15.5 points per game. 8 out of 13 so far in the season, not too bad. Obviously, we're playing with fire here, picking on any of these other, mid-level schools we normally would not play on any other day. But if you really want to gamble today, did stand out as a pretty strong option. And honestly, all the other players they gave us for this game felt extremely trappy. I mean, even Myers, he honestly should just be at 13.5 points, but they wanted to give him the nod for this, smaller slate. But I liked him, honestly. The minutes look pretty solid in any of these close games, so it's felt a lot better than I think they gave us Westry. And this guy, this is what you get with some of these teams. You'll have somebody with double-digit, single-digit usage rating all over the place. It's a little bit more messy, a little bit more unknown. But between the two of them, I mean, honestly, I think this guy's got to be a way better option for Myers. So something, honestly just stood out in this game. And then on the other side of things, there wasn't anything that was super appealing as far as, trying to reach for something consistent. The only could-be looks was the Nelson, and they just bumped his points down. He was at 17.5 points. So, you're playing with fire with some of these guys, but honestly, I think Myers had the most appropriate line. And then for the up spot we're looking for today, this is really where he would kind of shine. And they also played once already this season, and he had a really good outing against them. The first time they played, he put up 19 points, and I think he had 10 rebounds too. So, I mean, he really, really gave him the business. Oh, he had 11 rebounds. So, I wish we had PRA or something else to kind of throw along with it. But even still, the points, I feel like not a bad spot to go right back to.
It was a double overtime, that game.
Yeah. So, there's a little bit of muddy data in there. Now, granted, it was on the road, and he's played a little bit worse on the road just in general down the last 2 months. But, being back at home helps that three-point stroke a little bit more from time to time. And I like the usage rating. I mean, minimum 20% every single game. We've seen a couple mid-20s and even 30% since coming back from this injury. So I don't mind him. Again, you're playing with fire here. We are truly betting for this. This would be a mostly pass day. But if you're down to gamble, you want to spend a little coin, get something to sweat on, this was definitely a look for us.
Big Jacob Meyer. What about Mason Falslev? He's been actually a baller. I just saw his props pop up.
Mason, are we looking at Saturday or Friday?
Is it Friday already for that? Oh, they're throwing Fridays at us. I did not realize. I just know he's been a baller.
Oh, they got Brandon back to 12.5 points. This will probably bump back up. We talked about him the first time they brought him up 2 slates ago, and he was at 12.5 points.
I mean, the small slate we looked at last week, or was it maybe Monday? I'm not sure. Remember we picked a couple guys and they did do well. I forget what the one dude's name, Tyler Johnson, I believe it was. Remember that?
Yeah.
He balled out. I mean, it's a good spot. Must be why his points, Myers' points are 14.5. It's just that big total, quick pace.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
That's not bad. It's not bad.
No,
You liking anybody in the Wisconsin game?
Yeah. Let's talk about that here real fast. Oh, excuse me. I was curious if Meyer, his 10 or more point option was anything maybe worth a dang today. Let's see. Minus 600. Not really. For Myers, 10 or more. Just, thinking aloud, we can get creative with today's slate. All right. Yeah, so let's switch over and talk about this Wisconsin and the Pooh PSU. Both teams played pretty solid so far this season. Penn State has been pretty bad on defense. I will say they're allowing a pretty high clip from three, a fair amount of free throws, and they're giving up quite a few assists to guards so far this season. So it's a great PA spot for both, honestly, Blackwell and Nick Boyd. I know Boyd's a pretty popular play just in general today. I mean, his usage rating and shot volume has been pretty solid so far. The line is definitely higher. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. All these guys are. Oh, he actually bumped up. Wow, he was 23.5 about 30 minutes ago. So, yeah, bookies are really pushing lines right now. So, temper your expectations. Also, Blackwell, his odds literally just flipped. He was heavy favorite for the under, and I think he was like plus 125 for that, not even 30 minutes ago. So now looks like he's 19.5 everywhere. Way too high. Just, to be totally transparent with you guys, I would consider for the 18.5, but let's see, did they move this? No. Okay. So at least the PA is still the same for Blackwell. Honestly, I do like Boyd in just a general vacuum because his assist and playmaking has looked pretty good, which I will also say shout out to his 3.5 assists. This is another game that I can see him easily getting 4 assists or more. A lot of high volume guards have really produced in this spot. So I don't know if I'm necessarily sold on just the 3.5 because the odds are kind of pooey. Hard Rock's really your best place for that. But even the PA, man, it bumped up though. I can't even advocate for that now. It was 23.5 all day and barely any juice on it. So this is just a product of it being the only thing available for us today to bet on. So if you play the bumps, it is what it is. Honestly, I mean, his points even. I mean, I don't know if you couldn't see it on the screen there, but he was plus 115 for the odds to stay under this, and then now it looks like his odds flip over. So that's just where the money's going right now. Keep that in mind. I love the spot for both of these guys today. Honestly, I would tip my hat to Blackwell if I had to pick between the two of them, but his lines are a little bit on up there. So with the adjusted lines, I think Blackwell PRA is probably the best move, or the PA. I'm trying not to ignore the rebounding upside that Blackwell's had. I mean, he's been pretty consistent with that for most of the season, but really the sweet spot today is going to be from 3, and then whatever kind of playmaking he can wield from that. So I'd probably stick with the PA if I had to put my hard-earned money down on it. It's PA for both of these guys, and just let it ride.
Let it ride. What about, can we see hit rates for Blackwell's 20 PRA and Boyd's 20 PRA as well? Ooh.
Yeah. So, I mean, Blackwell's going to look a little bit worse between the two of them. I know Boyd was pretty well solid for most of that. His rebounding upside is pretty minimal. I did wish his PA went down to 15.5, and that would have been real nice.
No need for his rebounds. So what are those red spots in there, the two recent ones?
Let's see.
Oops, I messed you up.
No, you're good. All right, so Minnesota, just a real slow pace, and he, I believe, shot pretty poorly from 3. Yeah, shot poorly from 3, and then his playmaking was just right there at the minimum. But again, the rebounding, I wish the PA line was more favorable today because we're paying that tax.
What are they giving us for the PA? Oh, you can get 15 PA on Bowl. Let's do that. We'll take away the 20 PRA and we'll do 15 PA, even better. It's actually the same payout. Weird, huh?
Oh, yeah. I guess that's 100% the move.
Oh, it's a tiny bit worse. It goes from minus 175 to minus 200. But that's cool.
Oh, if for that hit rating, I'll take a slight cut.
Okay. So what's that 12 points? Or what's that red spot in there? That 13. Oh, this is Blackwell. Oh, no. Yeah. That one.
Boyd. So blowout win and then blowout
win. That's how we like them, man. Although, as we've done, we've been seeing these kind of hit rates here, and then one of the guys will shit the bed and be like, the first time of the season. Yay! So, not sure. We're still honing this down, but I like our chances and I like our options. So Nick Boyd 15 PA, we got to go with that.
Yeah.
And then Mingo 15 PA. I know you liked him. And then Blackwell, do we want to add the PRA? I believe that's the best they got for us. 20 PRA.
Yeah. I like that one. I mean, they're another team, honestly, that's just been suffering from blowing out so many different opponents or getting blown out, vice versa.
But not today.
So, no.
Today should be a good
He shouldn't
one.
have any trouble today, honestly. I have a lot of faith in Blackwell, maybe a little bit more than what I might normally. He's borderline in official play if he wasn't already adjusted, and then now the bumps again. But I do like him, man. I mean, he should see a lot of success against them. I mean, last year he, absolutely cooked them. He went for 27 PRA, did a lot of scoring, fair amount of rebounding, but he did hit his PA line as well. Most of it's going to come from three-point shooting. I'll be honest, it's where he does his most damage so far this season. But I do like he's been getting the free throw line a little bit more recently too, so that's been kind of nice to see.
Okay, so when has he not hit his 20 PRA?
It's mostly just when he doesn't play the minutes. Any of the blowout games where he plays under 30 minutes, it's looked a lot muddy, but the minutes being closer to 30, just had that one game against Nebraska where they got beat by 30. In this Villanova game, he wasn't in foul trouble. I mean, he scored 14 points. He just didn't have any RA to back it up with.
So what does he get the most of, R or A?
The PR, yeah.
PR. Okay, so PRA is the best we got here, 20.
Yeah, because they only gave us a 20 option basically across the board, or 15 for the points, and
there's 15 there's 15 for the PA.
Oh, was there really?
There is for Blackwell. Yeah, I don't know. Does he get any assists?
A reasonable amount. Yeah, that actually wasn't up earlier. Whenever I looked.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll add
I mean, he's
that.
good for at least an assist. I would say in this particular matchup, I could see him at least getting 2 assists.
The same odds as 20 PRA.
Sign me up.
Okay, so we got Blackwell 15 PA. We got Boyd 15 PA. And let's see if we can add Mingo 15 PA.
Yeah, Mingo looked really good, honestly. Strong consideration for his full game lines. His rebounding is probably right there on the fringe. I mean, it looks too good to be at 2.5. So they're kind of just honestly, he probably should just be at 4 flat, but 3.5, right there on the line for him. I like the assist upside. He's been pretty solid for that. And then the points and scoring has come along a lot over the last month now. So the 15.5 PA had like an insane hit rating. Yeah, it's all but 2 games. And that was against Pittsburgh, where they got absolutely destroyed. And then Providence, where I think he just played bad, if I'm not mistaken.
I know he got injured, too. Maybe he got injured that game.
No, I think he had first half foul trouble, but he just couldn't. Yeah, that was actually just his worst game this season. He shot 1 for 8.
Okay. So he's back from injury, but he's looking good at 34 minutes last game, so we should be okay, I guess, huh? What are those 3 games?
He was supposed to suit up for the UCLA game. I remember that was something that he was kind of a late scratch with, but he was truly hurt for the Michigan game, and then I think he was still, not 100%, and also really difficult matchup traveling out to Purdue, so they held him out of that game. He was out with, he got smacked in the nose, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he had a nose fracture.
Ooh, ouch. Is he out there with a mask on?
He was. I don't know if he still is going to be rocking it or not.
All right. We're riding with Big Mingo?
Yeah, I like Mingo, man. I like Mingo. I mean, honestly, Penn State only has just a few guys that actually do something. Like their shooting guard. I mean, he only had this one good game where he was out, where Mingo was just coming back, and then this last game, it honestly just kind of looked like the whole team was scoring a bunch. But Mingo's been good, man. I mean, he's honestly been the bright spot of Penn State so far this season, so I don't mind going that route.
Not worried about Wisconsin D?
To be honest, I mean, Wisconsin's not been really playing that great defense at all, especially over the last month now. I mean, they played down to a lot of their competition, but some of their road games so far this season have been a little sketchy. They got blown out by Nebraska. They almost lost to Minnesota. The surprise win at Michigan, I think that was just honestly a total shocker for the season. But they got smacked down by BYU, Providence. They ended up smacking them down. So not really looking that great. And I mean, worst case scenario, as long as the game doesn't blow out by beyond 20, Mingo should be out there for a large majority of the game.
All right. Well, let's ride with it then. And then over 72.5 points for Wisconsin got to be an easy one.
I think so, yeah. They just Penn State allows just too much on offense on the other side.
Now, can you tell me the last time we did an alt total over or under and lost? Can you remember the last time? Me neither.
I think we had one time, it was at K-State, but that was literally the one since I think we started doing it.
I think K-State came through. They just looked bad in the first half. I think they went crazy. Oh, no, you're right. They were coming back, and then they didn't follow through. That's right. You are right about that. Okay. Yeah. One out of probably, 15 maybe? 10 to 15?
And I think it wasn't even necessarily the team total, too. Like, I want to say Haggerty had a pretty awful game as well.
Okay. Well, we got to keep rolling with those. They look really, really, really good in the right spots. A 10-point advantage, a 10-point swing one way or the other for one team is crazy. So we should be able to do that. All right, cool. So those 4, and we do need one other thing. We'll try to find it before. Unless we want to roll with a minus 200, but...
I'm sure we can find something else. What was the... what was the odds on Blackwell, Mingo, and Boyd?
You mean without the total?
Yeah.
If you take the total out, it's minus 263.
Oh, okay. So that was with the total as well. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could add you could add Penn State scoring if you wanted to over 67.5. Then you could leave it all in one game, minus 143.
I know you don't like playing assist props straight up by themselves, but one of them I was looking at was it for
Boyd 3 assists.
Yeah, this guy. It's tempting. It is pretty tempting. Not gonna lie.
It brings it to minus 125 if we throw that in. We can do 2 different ones. Do a half on Boyd and then a half with Penn State over.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about Penn State, though? Is Penn State going to for sure score 68 points?
They should. I say that they should. They've done it pretty much all season. I know they had that one bad stinker against Pittsburgh, and then there was one at the beginning. In Illinois. So the Illinois one, no surprise there. They just dominate everybody. Pittsburgh, a little surprising. They got beat so bad against them, but other than that, it's only 2 games this season, and their line was 68.5, 69.5?
67.5.
Oh, even better. Yeah, I like that. Honestly, that's a pretty fair price for what they're given. The game's not exactly slated to be a blowout. 5.5 points.
Pretty high total. So we need what was Wisconsin? 73.5? I think it was. It's like a 6-point spread. Yeah, 5.5. 72.5 and 67.5. So basically 73 to 68 in a game where we have a 160 total. 73 to 68. What's that? 141?
Yeah.
We could do it for fun and then do the other one. We'll take Penn State out and put your boy Boyd 3 assists in. Just run both of those. Little action on that game. Be fun.
Yeah, get some sweat on that.
And you know what's funny, bro? Those are the kind of ones that actually have been hitting. The ones that were just like, yeah, okay. It's weird. It's really weird. Like that's really ever since last Saturday when we found the little trick. That's been what's happening. The random ones we don't think have a chance to lose. Those are the ones that have been such a silly thing. Okay, I'll lock that in. I'll send that to you, and we can just run a little bit on those.
Sweet. Well, make sure you guys are going to be a part of the Discord. If we end up posting it official, we'll have that cooked up in there for y'all later after the stream. Just checking the news here update. Man, it's kind of crazy. Both EK and Huff being out for Gonzaga, and they're still just absolutely thrashing people right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Team's kind of good. A little bit of news here. Darren Peterson also, I guess, got re-injured that ankle a little bit, so he might be in and out again. I hate to see that for him, man. He hasn't been able to really get his time on the court this season.
Peterson hurt again, you said? Oh, maybe that's why he didn't get his points that last game.
Yeah, it looks like he's still just dealing with that ankle.
That sucks. Can't even imagine how that feels, being pretty much the best player in college and then not being able to show your powers there. Your one college year you're gonna have.
No, that sucks, man. I hate that for him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to get ready to hop over to Unrivaled here in just a second. I guess let's take a glance at tomorrow. There was a few maybes we'll have on the slate. I know they've been adding St. Louis. Shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, the goggles himself.
No. Oh, you wouldn't dare.
That bro never touched a slip again in my life.
We didn't even put him in the. You know what? Let's add him to the band channel and let's put a picture of him too with it. It'll be perfect.
Yeah. No, not in my life that dude will ever touch a slip of mine again. But More than likely, we'll get props for this game. Looks like it's only 8.5 point spread, so at least from St. Louis side of things. We should get both sides of Indiana and Rutgers, only 8.5 point total. I got the Wilkerson, him for a bounce back performance here.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to cut you off. I'm glad you said it. We'll see what they put his lines. I bet you they don't even mess around. I bet they have him at 18.5. Even though
that's exactly what I was thinking.
I wanted 16.5. Come on, bookies. Look at his last two games, guys. Just throw us a bone there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
And then a little bit of late night hammer action, which I'm kind of excited about. Poor Ohio State traveling out to Michigan. It could be a good game. I will say, man, if Ohio State can hang around and keep it within, less than 20-point blowouts, that could be a spectacular game. I'm honestly super excited about that. I know our boy, who is it, Morez, his line, man, I'm telling you, they keep moving it down, and I'm praying if we get 11.5 this game, I'm locking that in.
I want 16.5 PR.
Yeah, or even that. I'll take that. He should kill on the glass here.
Kill. I bet it'll be 18.5. I'll still like it.
Maybe. I mean, as far as we've seen, I love Yaxel, but bro, he has been broken this year. He is not the same.
He just isn't aggressive. He does what's best for the team, I think. He's not trying to put up super numbers. I think he could if he wanted to. Like when Kip. Was it Kip? No, when Napoleon goes up to Deb in the cafeteria and he goes, "Why are you drinking why are you drinking 2%? You could be drinking whole milk." Like he could do that if he wanted to. That's the only movie I know, so I got all the metaphors for that one. So there you go.
It's not because you're bad.
Yeah, you could drink. Best movie ever made. Just saying. I wish Sean would ask trivia about that one. I'd get it. Sean, man, bring your trivia back. Sean, where you at, motherfucker? Hey, now I know that it isn't us cussing. Fuck it.
Yeah, we'll see what lines and stuff they give us, because if there was a bounce back for Yaxel, this would definitely be a potential spot. But Um, Looking for Morez, and then we'll see, because some of these guys, at least on Ohio State, might be a fair under. I know Tilly, he's been dancing around owing us that coin back, and man, this might be the game for it.
Tilly Billy. I hate you, Tilly. Oh yeah, we can go under Tilly.
I'm hoping so, man.
I'm hoping his lines are high enough.
We're also awaiting the start of Puff Johnson. He is a recent transfer back to Ohio State, and he is playing more so just at the power forward position. So I think between Bynum and Tilly and the backups, we'll see a little bit more of those, kind of minutes being spread out, because he plays. I mean, he does play kind of like a center. I mean, he's a big body. He's 6'8", 200 pounds, but more so just at the power forward position. So I think in general, he could take away at least a little bit of the rebound usage. So something we'll really keep an eye out for between either Bynum or Tilly.
Okay. I'm gonna write. Should I write? I'm gonna write those on the list. Just as things to remember. I'm gonna delete the last 3 from yesterday, and we will add Morez, PR, and Tilly under, and what else? There was something else. You were.
I might have to go under Bruce tomorrow, man.
What? You would not. You would never.
He crushed that fantasy this last game. I mean, he had a 40 bomb with 23 points. Yes, it was in overtime. I know that, but still, I mean, 40-something fantasy. They had his fantasy at 29.5 this last game. I mean, he could easily be 32, 33 fantasy here. Wouldn't be surprised, but this would be a real tough game for him. Real tough.
I don't.
Or even Mobley. Mobley, man.
Yeah. Mobley might be the one. They might have him too high. Bruce is a little scary because Bruce can drive and get fouled and like take over. He can't take over and win, but he could take over for his team and just get to the line and mess us up. Mobley's not going to do that. He's just going to keep chucking threes and passing.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I mean, have we ever seen Bruce go under? I mean, he has, but has he ever given up?
Mm-mm.
Like Wilkerson gave up. He was just like, I can't do anything. He just kept passing.
Yeah, I mean, Bruce could definitely be out there, for a majority of the game. He would be super scary if the game is actually close, because then Bruce is going to do Bruce things. But
Mobley though, bro. Yeah,
Mobley might be fun.
I wonder what they'll have his line, because he's balled the last few games too, which is good. I'm pretty sure. Hasn't he done really good the last? I know he did good last game. I want to say 2 straight. Yeah. Yes. 26 and 28. Oh my goodness. And he has no RA. 5, 6, 8 tops.
Now he will definitely pass more on the road. That is something that I've noticed. But just general road performance, bro has only hit his line one time. No. Should be at least 13.5 points, and dude has not hit that all season on the road yet. I mean, he's averaging not even 8 points on the road this year.
What's his average? Did I tell you? What's his average on the year? 13.3? Oh, 15.3.
Yeah, 15.3.
Go ahead and give us that 14.5, bookies. Come on.
That's also really inflated from this last 6 or 7 slates here, just because he's had 3 different 20-plus performances. But other than that, I mean, you take those out between, he's only had 4 20 or more performances, or 5 20 or more games. But everything else, I mean, it takes a pretty hard dip off the face of the earth here. But really, it's just on the road, man. He was like this last year, too, and that's something I remembered all season. He just does not play well on the road. I mean, he had a lot of struggles during the season.
All right. I wrote Morez Johnson, PR ? And I wrote Ohio State unders.
Nice.
We got anything else? We can throw some unrivaled up too as we look at them, see what points we're looking for tomorrow. Because you know how they pop on the board and we got to jump on them real quick.
Yeah. No, we definitely have to be ready for that. I had two other plays just kind of as a write them down and keep it in the back pocket to see what the lines are. One of them being Michael Ajayi, who, we played this guy so many times this season already. He is coming back down to earth off of one more tougher game. Seton Hall is no slouch, especially at home. But DePaul also plays fairly slow. And more recently, his scoring performance has been kind of back and forth. But great spot for him. I mean, Marquette is just absolutely getting dominated by any kind of high volume bigs. They give up a ton of free throws and threes. So the 3-point upside maybe is a little bit more held in check, but the free throw and offensive rebounding that he should have in this game, it looks really, really good. So I'm very interested in maybe the fantasy. They had him at 35.5 or 34.5 this last slate. If it's down anywhere near like 31 or so, pretty strong consideration for that. He has been turning the ball over a little bit more, so I might kind of pivot off to the PRA. But Swiss Army knife for the team. I mean, RA's, really, really solid. His rebounding's actually come down a little bit from the normal, so we could get that line at a nice little discount there. But love the spot for him. Just want to see what the lines are.
Who are they playing?
Marquette.
Marquette sucks.
They are very bad. Very bad.
And then quite fast as well with shit defense. Looks good.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of upside here for him. Could see a lot of that RA upside. One last guy. We talked about him the last time he was available. Brandon, not going to try and even say that last name, but guard for Colorado State. They have his line again at 12.5 points. Now, obviously, this last game he missed because they just blew the lid off of the game. I mean, ended up winning by basically 30. Only played 19 minutes, but still shot 50% again from the field. Love to see that. He's been shooting 45% from the floor already, almost 80% free throw shooter. But a good mixed bag. We do get some 3-point upside, which is pretty huge for him. I mean, you're talking somebody who averages basically 3-point made per game. So that's basically half of his point prop already right there. That's 6 points assumed. But the volume from the floors looked really good. He's not strictly just shooting from three like he was at the beginning of the season. So building that rapport a little bit more and more here with the team. The minutes have looked great. Any games that are competitive, not in foul trouble, which, I mean, he really doesn't struggle with. But most of those games, solid 30 minutes across the board, no problem. 12.5 points, likely going to be bumped up to 13.5. So if you want to get a little sprinkle on it early, now would be the time. Did you have interest in Mason? Or is that kind of
I just always like looking at his lines and seeing what it looks like. I know Colorado State is very slow, so it's probably not a spot I want to mess with, but he's been balling out.
He has, man. I mean, this volume's come up a lot over the last, couple slates now. Anytime he shot in the range of 12 to 14 field goal attempts, I mean, he's basically hitting this line, no problem. I think he had one snoozer game in there. Yeah, well, he had 11 field goal attempts, but still only put up 10 points. He's playing a pretty outrageous amount of minutes. I mean, any of these competitive games, remotely competitive, I mean, dude plays at least 33 minutes a game. So love to see that scoring performance, and that's almost 20 points per game. Really solid rebounder, really great mixed bag. He gets the RA upside. Plays really good defense, too. I mean, guy put basically a walking 30-plus fantasy every night. So we'll keep an eye out for his lines. Fantasy, I don't mind that, or even PRA.
Yeah. Just worried about the pace there, like always.
Yeah. 148.5 total, 4-point spread. Also on the road, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
The weather also could be cold as shit this Friday because I know that storm front's been moving in. So Colorado's been getting a little bit of snow.
I had to give you the laugh with the coldest shit. Okay. I'm ready for my Morez Johnson tomorrow. They better give us a nice PR. Big Morez Johnson. It's his time tomorrow, bro. He's ready. Okay, it's Unrivaled time.
Unrivaled. Woo, let's talk about the ladies.
Okay.
Have you felt about Unrivaled, at least from a viewing standpoint so far this season.
It's cool. It's cool. It's like a little hors d'oeuvre for the real season. It's fun. It's better than nothing. I like watching Paige blow the league up. I like watching Malonga get her a little bit of credit. It's pretty cool. It's different. It's like watching Jordan versus Bird, the old video game. Just 3 players on the court. It's different. I like it though. It's pretty cool. Definitely don't hate it. It's a good thing to have every once in a while, especially when college basketball decides to have nothing going on those certain days. It's like tomorrow. There won't be too much, so I'm glad it's there. Probably Monday as well.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be big for us. I think on Friday in particular, Fridays, Sunday, especially after NFL concludes, where we don't really have that. We'll get a little bit of college stuff, men's college props to work with on Sunday, but those will be kind of far and few between because so many teams do play on Saturday. So that'll be helpful at least on Friday, Sunday, and then Monday's kind of a toss up for college men. Sometimes we get a pretty juicy slate like we had 2 weeks ago, and then this last Monday we basically didn't have anything at all going on. So bit of a trade-off there, but at least it helps supplement and offset a little bit of the drought that we have in between sports or in between main slates. And honestly, I love the timing and precision of the games. Like this stuff is over with and done in a snappy fashion. Like it's not they're not waiting around on this and that. It's just go go go. Time runs, game over.
That is true. It's like an hour 15.
Well, let's talk about our first matchup. So we got missed first game against the Roses. What are you doing, buddy? Leon just woke up underneath me. He's like spazzed out because he got stuck under the desk.
Why'd you start barking?
Sat down there, buddy. You're like, you can't hear that. He's crazy.
He sounds like 2 dogs.
It is definitely 2 dogs.
Call and response. All right, first game.
All right, let's talk about the Misties. That is Team Stewart. So we got Brianna Stewart, Alicia Gray, Burton, probably projected starters again. Looks like they've been pretty comfortable with that. And then Enrique, I can't find the bucket.
Ugh.
Oh, goodness, man. This last game was pretty disappointing to say the least. But I think we'll continue to see the same starters here. They're going to be squaring up against the Rose. So, that's Team Alicia Gray. Basically just worrying about Gray. And now Copper came back. Was she back for 1 game or 2 games? I can't remember.
2 games. She balled too.
Yeah, the second game she looked real nice.
We're gonna need that. We're gonna need that Copper 16.5 points.
I'd probably still even play her at 17.5, honestly. As long as it's under 18.5, strong consideration to go right back to her.
I'm writing it down. We're putting it on the listy list. Kalia Copper. I see Ayo.
Hey, what's up, man? What's good, bro?
Kalia Copper. And we're going to say up to 17.5 points.
Yeah.
And are we only a half unit Unrivaled, or are we full unit some of these plays? I guess it depends on what the total is. I mean, what the line is.
I mean, at least a half unit for sure. Yeah, the line will definitely dictate that, I think.
All right.
Because if it's 16.5, then I'm going to be like, maybe full unit.
Yeah. And it could be. And that's the one we got to jump on quick. Right when we see it, we got to smack it. It'll be what, tomorrow morning?
Yeah, they seem to be dropping Unrivaled. It's always the day of, but sometime around 10 a.m. Eastern to like 10:30 Eastern, somewhere between that range.
All right. And then Alicia Gray, what do you think her line's going to be? She's been a baller too, but her lines are up there.
Yeah. I know she really snapped off the game before. This last game, getting to 20 points was pretty interesting because if you got her 19.5, you were pretty happy. And if you got the bumps at 20.5, you had a real sad night. So I still like her. I mean, all in all, I think
24 shots.
Yeah, she had to put the game on her back, man. Her teammates couldn't do anything. That
Stewie did
was,
though.
I believe.
Stewie did good. It's just a 2-man team. Enrique's just so bad, and Burton's not going to shoot.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Enrique almost had a reasonable game, but still 5 of 15 is pretty terrible. And Burton basically has just stopped playing any kind of offense. I mean, she just sets the offense and mostly just out there for defense. So, I mean, this would make sense for them to, like I said, roll out the starting lineup again because I'm not 100% sure exactly who they want Burton to guard on the other side. If I had to guess, I'm thinking she'll probably take Chelsea Gray, and then we'll see Alicia and Copper squaring off. I'm thinking that's likely going to be what we'll end up seeing there because the teams have got to try and slow Alicia Gray, or not Alicia, Chelsea Gray down. I mean, she's just doing still, even with Copper back, I mean, an ungodly amount of shooting. 16 attempts is still fairly high up there for her. This is one, though, I would say keep an eye out for because if they open her at like 23 and a half or 22 and a half points, I might have to take a deep breath and think about taking that under because, I mean, the shot volume is definitely coming back down to earth a little bit more with Copper being back. So
I don't mind it. I don't mind that at all.
Something to think about. The only annoying thing is, we just need the bigs to actually start playing. I mean, Stevens still kind of doing her thing here for the most part, but also field goal volume coming down a little bit. Minutes did come back down to earth the second game, which, I think that's the thing with her, man. Big minutes on game one, low minutes, big minutes game one, low minutes. And this was also with Shakira Austin just playing absolutely atrocious the last two games, and she should be doing way better than this.
5 minutes.
Yeah, and no foul trouble at all. So both of those games, she just played like actual shit, and coach benched her. She's at least a player that when she is getting active, she's definitely going to take away some kind of usage. I mean, she should be shooting the ball 10 to 12 times a game. Like, this should be her, but for whatever reason, she just didn't do that over this last weekend. So unless Chelsea Gray's just deciding to be, take over game and take it 20 field goal attempts, which is just unfortunate if that happens. But I truly think Burton can kind of hold her down here. I mean, she should make her life quite difficult.
I like it. I like Chelsea Gray under.
It's high, man. It's high.
With Burton, especially on the other side. And then, what's her name back? Big Cop.
Yeah, Copper especially.
That's huge. And I feel like her lines will still be too high because of what she did before Copper came back. So I'm going to write her down too. Chelsea Gray, under what? 22 and a half points? That'd feel real good, huh? Do you think she'll be that high?
Yeah.
I don't think she'll be that high. Do you?
Well, she was still 21 and a half this last game. So, I mean, she could be.
What did she do? Score 20?
Yeah.
I'd still go under 21 and a half. What do you think?
I would strongly consider it, honestly. Strongly consider it.
I'm going to write it because I am with that. And then Burton under if it's high enough, or do you want to not mess with Burton?
I mean, her line might be pretty low. I think she was at least 8.5 or 9.5 this last game, and still coming up short of that. So that one might be a bit of a scary click. I know you mentioned this last time, but I mean, both of these players, Burton and Lexi Hull, I mean, their volume just so low right now. I'm not sure if we'll get Lexi props anymore, but if we do, I mean, maybe it's just a PRA.
We're not getting Lexi, I don't think.
Probably not. But hey, we can hope.
Yeah. PrizePicks usually doesn't mess that kind of stuff up.
No, not typically. Not typically.
Okay. So Alicia Gray and Breonna Stewart, any love for them, or their line's going to be too high to touch?
I mean, Breonna Stewart could be kind of nice here,
Yeah.
at least from the starting perspective. I don't think I'm too worried about Azare slowing her down as far as defense is concerned. This would be one of those obnoxious games, just to kind of play devil's advocate here, where we were just ragging on Shakira about how bad she is. She can also be quite a menace on defense herself. When she's not playing terribly and actually gets some minutes out there, she's kind of good sometimes. So, I mean, Stewart might struggle a little bit if she's humming and they kind of make that switch there. But, I mean, she honestly should have, I would say, probably the easiest on-court matchup here, especially from the starters.
Question. If we see her at 19.5 points, are we going over?
Let's take a look. I do like the 19.5. I'm not mad at her rebounding upside. I will say, I mean, this has been pretty the Stewie of WNBA season where the RA has been pretty present.
Yeah. So PRA 29.5?
Yeah, let's say up to 29.5. I mean, 30.5, we'll kind of look at and see the individual numbers, but yeah, 19.5 points in 29.5 PRA. That PRA especially.
All right, I'm gonna write that down too. I like it. So that's that game, right? We probably can't mess with Gray. She's gonna be too high, and she's kind of random. I don't know. That's how I feel, at least.
Yeah.
She's too much of a she has too much goodness going on right now. Her lines are gonna be up there.
Well, the problem too is, if they're trailing and this is the one of the good games that Enrique has, there's a real good chance that they end up with Enrique, Gray, and then Breonna Stewart out there. And anytime these two are on the court together, Alicia plays way more like a point guard. She'll hang around the 3-point line, but they're going to set the offense with Stewie and just run the pick and roll out on the outside between one of those two. And, I mean, Enrique should technically be the better or higher volume 3-point shooter, but Alicia, she likes to slash the basket a little more often.
All right. So that's that game, yeah?
I think so. I mean, we're just talking aloud as best we can, just really, trying to prepare ourselves for what the props might look like, at least after this last game.
We have to.
Yeah, I mean, you got less than 10 minutes before they start bumping stuff, so it's quite frustrating, but... It is.
I like it. Makes you just got to be on it. Get it first. We just got to be prepared, like we just did.
Yeah. That last notes on that. The game is also at least projected to be one of the higher scoring ones from the 4 available game lines that we have so far. So something to consider.
Give me that Chelsea Gray under.
Yes, sir. All right, let's keep it moving. We got Phantom and the Vinyl. Interesting matchup. Tiffany Hayes did come back this last game, ended up being in a starter role. Absolutely dominated. I mean, only went 3 of 10, but had a bunch of free throws and played a ton of minutes. I mean, it was almost season high minutes again for her. The starting role, I think, is going to be massive for her. I mean, her and Plum look really good out there. Plum honestly still played pretty well. Her scoring came down a little bit more to earth, but still had 6 assists, 5 rebounds. The RA looks pretty solid for her. Surprisingly, she's been a really good, really efficient rebounder in this league. Mm-hmm. But the shot volume still pretty appropriate for her. So I think she was up to like 32 or even 34.5 PRA this last game, which is pretty insane to say the least. But I'm thinking she's going to be like 30 or 31.5 PRA for this game. So not totally sold on it. I'm not too mad at it, but I don't know if I'm sold on that necessarily yet.
I don't think I want to play with that. That's too high. What will her points be though? And who's going to be guarding her? Can she get 20 points? Are they going to give us 19.5 or are they going to give us higher than that?
I'm thinking probably 20.5 still, just because she did get there, or she at least cleared the 19.5 line this game. If she opens to 19.5 points, that would be a pretty strong consideration, but a good chance that it'll bump to 20.5.
Definitely. Who's going to be guarding her? I know the total's a little lower too. It's a little, but who will be on her? Ryan?
No, I think they stick Courtney Williams on her for this
Oh,
particular
okay.
matchup, and then Ryan they'll leave on Tiffany Hayes.
I love Ryan in this league. I'll take 19.5 again.
She's kind of good. She's kind of good. One of the interior battles I'm excited to see though, Hamby versus Boston. This should be a fun one. Both of them also some of the best scoring bigs in the league right now. I mean, Boston's had a hell of a campaign so far in Unrivaled. The only drawback to, I think, both sides here, one of them, Brittany Grinder, is back in the swing of things. It looks like she had a hell of a game back really here. She played 10 minutes, 17 points. She is going to be somebody who's going to be subject to minutes and performance every night. So that is kind of a thorn in the side. You know, we really need to consider in the back of our head here when we do play Hamby. But can't rely on her to actually play minutes. So, you know, something to consider there, though. Nonetheless, I mean, she is back now, so she'll take away some form or another from Hamby. But I mean, shout out to Hamby, man. She's still just ripping that thing a bunch every game. I know this last game was just a terrible performance because she had 5 fouls. Didn't really do much in the second half at all, honestly. But the line for her could actually be a nice little discount here because I think she was 19 and a half points this last game too, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so we could see maybe 19 and a half again, but 18 and a half would be really interesting. I think we could maybe write that one down because even still, I mean, she's only cleared the 19 and a half the 2 games here and then missed it the other 3, so they might favor that a little bit more so. But 18 and a half will be really, really tempting, not going to lie.
Not scared of Boston?
Not really. I mean, Boston, she's played decent defense. I mean, yeah, she's had multiple blocks in most of the games. It's mostly just her steal and like transition game that she's just been killing people on, forcing turnovers between her and, you know, the guards. And in we talked about this last year too. You know, she kind of slimmed down, man. She lost a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of weight, toned up too. So her transition defense or in offense or into offense as it is has been really, really good. And in this league, I mean, it's damn near unstoppable. Most of that either results in a free play or she just kicks it out and, you know, one of the guards will shoot a 3-pointer. But doing everything right now, I mean, the minutes have been pretty secure for her. I still think the RA may be a bit back and forth. I do like the assist potentials, but Plum's been pretty dominant with that. And then with Tiffany Hayes in the mix, that could muddy it up a little bit here. But her line was, I think, 18 and a half points this last game. So she could be a little bit on up there. But her field goal volume, man, she only had one bad game. You know, I say bad game, but everything else, I mean, 13 or more field goal attempts, and she's done really well in that. So we'll see what the line is. I think her stuff is very line dependent.
So you want Hamby 18.5 for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's just too good of a discount, and this could be a game where, you know, both of the guards have to spend a little bit more energy trying to cover opposing guards, and, you know, honestly, it'll just be. I wouldn't be surprised to see both the centers just trading blows back and forth.
And Ryan Howard's probably going to be too high. Right?
Yeah,
19.5 I'd definitely take, but it'll probably be 20.5, huh?
yeah. I mean, I'm thinking even 21 and a half, honestly, after this last game.
Oh, no. She only had 20?
Yeah, that's too good of a line for 19 and a half. Okay, 20 and a half. I think 20 and a half will be her line.
So if it's 19.5, you take it?
You got it, man. I think you still just got to roll the dice on that.
I'm gonna put Hamby and Howard on this same line here. Hamby and Ryan. We'll put up to 18.5 and 19.5. All right. Cool. So now we know what to smack when they come on the board. And anything with Courtney Williams, I know she's a little scary, but her RA is usually around 10. So that can add up if your PRA is pretty low. I mean, I swear it was 18.5. I could be wrong. What was it, 20.5 maybe?
She was 17 and a half this last game, actually.
That's not bad. Then you have to rely on her shooting.
That's the only sweat, man. That's the only sweat. RA's looked really, really good for her, but even this last game, I mean, her point line was at 9.5.
I mean, in close games, look at those minutes. Those last three.
And they need her out there. I mean, she's one of their better, wing defenders that they have, and especially in this league, she could be doing a little bit more as far as like actual turnovers or forcing turnovers, but she does force a lot of bad shots. And with her, I think going up against Plum should be pretty helpful because being able to tuck underneath those screens and stuff are huge.
Yeah, so they're gonna have her out there with Plum.
Yep. She should match minutes almost with Plum. I wouldn't be surprised.
She's a hard click, though.
Now, one other kind of, small caveat here, too, is so more or less, I mean, Phantom, and another reason why I do like Boston for this reason, I mean, they basically just have two bigs here between Boston and Kiki. This could be a game that Kiki really struggles. I know her minutes have been kind of all over the place, but her having to deal with Griner off the bench is going to be a problem. I mean, Griner outclasses way bigger than her. So if we see those reduced minutes here again, I mean, Boston's easily playing, 16 to 20 minutes at least. So in that range, I mean, we've seen her do a lot of damage.
I just remembered something, and we're rewinding back to college, but any Mara love against Ohio State?
A little bit. It's funny. It's funny you actually brought that up because I think I had looked at him right beforehand. It's just dude's minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's just his minutes, man. That's the only thing about him. Coach will pull this dude real fast.
Yeah, I guess. And then those 2 games with 2 rebounds, that's nasty looking. Yeah, skip that. I like Morez better. Can we look at Morez real quick? Morez's game log?
Yeah.
No, he had foul trouble. Only 23.
I still don't know why they don't have this dude listed as a starter, man.
Oh, they don't.
Weird. All season, he's never. I think he was there one time whenever Yaxel was actually out, and then they just never added him back.
So 18 was because of the. Okay, yeah. So he didn't get as many rebounds as we would have wanted there against Oregon.
No, but that wasn't it the Biddle game where he was just ripping from 3. Let's see. Oh no! This is when Biddle got hurt. Yeah, Sean Stewart was cooking him out there. Probably just got in. Oh my goodness! He probably just was playing bad, and then giving up so many points. Oh my goodness! I'm so sorry. This dude, he's another player who suffers really bad from home road splits, like unbelievably different. At home, he's 15.5 points average, and then away, he's 9.5 point average.
Are we at home tomorrow? We're not, are we?
Isn't it?
I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah, they're at home.
Okay, cool. Let's go! Yeah. Full unit, Morez. Let's get it. Give me that 17.5 PR.
I like it. No fouls. No first half fouls, please.
Yeah. Give us 28 minutes. That's all we need. All we need is 25, really, but give us 28.
That's it. That's all one can ask for.
Okay. So cool. Thanks for looking at that. Yeah, skip Mara.
Dope. All right. Well, it looks like it is 5 after the top of the hour, so I think we are going to get on out of here. Had a pretty nice night. Hopefully you guys learned some stuff. We're able to kind of get a clearer picture. Small slate tonight.
Put the list up, E, on your outro. Let's look at the list on your outro, buddy. Ooh. Look at that. Oh, hey.
Hello.
There we are.
I like it. Some stuff to look out for. Oh my goodness. And preparing for this winter weather. Wee. That'll be exciting. I am praying. I'm praying. I will say this right now that I do not have any internet power outages, anything like that. Spectrum already tweeted out and sent a message to everyone today, just basically letting us know there's a real high chance that the internet may be out on Saturdays. So I will be doing the best that I can from my phone, and at least tomorrow night we will for sure. I'll stay up as late as I have to make sure we dig through as much as we possibly can, because you know how it is trying to do a bunch of work on your phone. That can be quite a pain in the ass.
Oh, that sucks. I can't even do it.
Yeah, especially now with any internet either. That's gonna make it worse. It'll be buffering every 2 seconds.
Nope, not gonna do it.
No, thank you. But with that, we're going to digress. We're going to get on out of here, get ready for our Friday slate. So enjoy the evening. Go get that R&R. Make sure you take care of yourself, pay yourself, eat a little bit of yummy food. And we're going to see you guys back here tomorrow. Have a great night, fam. Good luck on all your wagers, and we'll catch you in the Discord. Peace.